Hey, welcome to Hoge Update. I have a couple things I'd like to go over today before we kind of look at Hoge and figure out kind of what our game plan is, what we think is happening. First thing I want to talk about is initial coin prices, right? When a token comes out, who decides the price of the coin? Why is the coin at this price? What makes it this price, right? And from what I've been looking, and I've been trying to figure out this answer, and I've been doing a lot of research, and I kind of think that it just really boils down to the marketing ability of the developer, this could be multiple people, the marketing ability of the sales team, the hype people that are out selling the coin on social media. I mean, now this could be grassroots. This could be guys in their bedrooms. You know what I'm saying? When I say sales team, I don't mean, some kind of high up corporate thing. You know what I mean? It could be anything. So basically, it really comes down to the ability that these people have to sell their idea, right? And it comes down to the people like us, the buyers, how gullible or how easily we are to accept what they're saying, right? So it really just seems like these prices come out of thin air. But when you see a coin like Hoge, right, opened up, I think it was five zeros and a 2, right? Now that really gives you this idea, like, wow, look how low it is. If it gets up to $1, I'm gonna be rich, right? Or if it gets up to a penny, I'm gonna be well off, right? But the thing is, if you look at it in a case of percentage change, it really doesn't matter if it's a coin that's 10,000ths of a penny or $1. Doesn't make a difference, because it's going to be the same amount of change for that coin that's 10,000ths of a penny to go to a penny, or for that coin that's $1 to go to $10,000. You know what I mean? It's the same percentage change. It doesn't matter what the price is. Now, what does have to do with the price being low like that is emotion, and it's this herd mentality. And it's the emotion that you feel when you see a coin that you could buy at such a low rate. Now, in today's world, in today's exchanges, when you can buy partial coins, it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? So, I want you guys to kind of take that into consideration when you see these coins that are very cheap, okay? Think about it. Percentage change is percentage change. It doesn't matter what the price is, okay? It's just something that we need to take into consideration when we when we see a coin and the price is really low, Now, what another thing I want to talk about is the gas fees. The gas fees that we're having on Ethereum, right? They're super high. The gas fees are up, I think, 1,400% in the past year. I mean, that's monstrous. And what it really comes down to, it boils down to, in my opinion, one, there's a lot of coins out there that are less than reliable, that they're run by people of dubious character. It just seems like there's a lot of gas getting gobbled up by these junk coins that aren't worth anything, And I think that's a big issue. But right now, this is the Wild West. There's nothing we can do about it, and it's something that needs to be addressed in some way, right? I want to go over the biggest gas users on the Ethereum network. I thought this was really interesting, right? Uniswap, number one. They're the biggest users of gas, right? Tether was number 2. Tether is a pegged coin. One Tether is pegged to the US dollar. Now, I've heard a couple reasons. I heard that they mint these Tether coins, and that takes gas. I've heard that they pay gas fees because a lot of companies are using these for arbitrage is the word when it was stocks. Now it's yield farming. It's the same thing. But they use these pegged coins for arbitrage, like companies that are more dollar related, but they're wanting to get in on the crypto market, right? They're wanting to get on these big, yield farming, and they're wanting to get these big annual returns, right? So they move large amounts of Tether and USDC around, so that's really sucking up gas, right? And then Sushi Swap, then MetaMask, then 1inch, right? And these are all, they're all basic exchanges, swapping exchanges like that we use all the time, and these are great, but it's just my concern is these junk coins that are on them that are sucking up gas, and they're basically just scams. They're around for a couple hours and they disappear, and that is just really not a good thing, and it really needs to be addressed. Now, what I wanted to mention was 1inch, right? Now, 1inch, Hoge got on 1inch, and that kind of opened my eyes to 1inch, right? And then today, this morning, 1inch came on to Gemini, so you could buy, 1inch tokens on Gemini now, which was pretty good. So I bought into some 1inch tokens, and I think it's up like 4% already today, and a lot of the crypto is going down. I mean, everything is going down. So a new exchange that it got onto, I think that really is bumping up 1inch, but a lot of the whole market is going down. I think that has to do with why Hoge is tapering down today, because it's just following the ebb and flow of the altcoin crypto market. And like I said, it's not a big concern for me. If we take a look at the Hoge chart, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't take advice from me. We do see the big sells when we get movement, especially when we get movement going up. Now, from what everybody says and what I'm seeing, it seems like the big wallets are dwindling. They're getting less and less. And guys like us that are holding, every time there's that sell, it gets spread out. We get our redistribution. We get our percentage. And I haven't sold. I've just been buying, and I think that in the long run, when we hit a big exchange, we're in for some serious movement with Hoge, and it really comes down to your dedication to holding. If you put your money into whatever it is, and you have your return, if you take out, put in, take out, you're not going to get the same return as if you just let it be, set it and forget it. And that's what I'm doing with Hoge. And I want to mention SafeMoon. I'm really liking SafeMoon at this point. There's some big wallets. That's my only concern. There's big wallets that can sink that ship, but it hasn't happened yet. And personally, I can't get Binance in Connecticut, so I'm waiting for it to get onto Uniswap, which is supposed to happen. So I believe end of this week, something like that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, And I usually don't have luck when I jump into something, unless it's like an IPO, an ICO, unless it's something that just is happening that I know what it is, and now I have the ability to buy it right away. But if I hear a hot tip and I jump on it, I tend not to have luck on it. I watched Hoge for a couple days before I bought it, and I was so intrigued by it, I started making these videos, and that's really what led me to you guys, and what led me to making this channel was just all of the tips I was hearing, and just all the people that were jumping on these bandwagons, and it was just like the stock market. It was just like, oh, your brother gave you a hot tip, he tells 20 people. It was the same thing, and I really wanted to just kind of let you guys know of what I thought and my opinion. And of course, take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? I'm not an investor. I'm not a financial analyst. I'm not. I'm just a regular fella. But that's really the Hoge update with a little bit of info on the Ethereum gas fees and initial coin offering price. I want to thank you guys. We hit 1,000 subs last night, and hey, if it wasn't for you guys, man, I wouldn't be doing it. The GoPro is coming in the mail. We have a webcam coming for the first live stream we're doing, and I think about a month. I gotta go check the PO box, see if there's something in there, but I would imagine there is by now. And so we're gonna have our fun live stream, and got a couple interviews lined up for when I start streaming, and it should be real cool, guys. Thanks so much for tagging along and being part of this journey with me, and I'd like to move into like just doing crypto stuff, and of course I love Hoge, and Hoge is my baby, and we're always gonna do Hoge updates, and but I'd like to, the more I learn about crypto and the more I get into it, I'd like to share the things I learn with you guys so that we can become better traders together, and that's really my hope. So I want you guys to have a wonderful day. God bless, stay green, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.